What's going on, Dividend Chasers? It's the Dividend Bloodhound here with another investing episode. In this episode we're going to talk about my April Freetrade portfolio update and portfolio review for my dividend paying portfolio. You'll be able to see the dividends I've received for the month of April, stocks that I've bought into, and what I've actually bought into for the coming month. And I will conduct greater analysis on that in another separate video where I conduct just the analysis of those stocks. This is just an overview of my portfolio. We've also got fractional shares now in the Freetrade app, so you'll see a few of them. I won't be reviewing it too much because I'll just glide over the bottom because there's too many of them, but I was just demonstrating the point of being able to buy fractional shares in like Apple, Tesla, JP Morgan and Google and the like. So hopefully let's get in there and we can have a look. If you like this video, please hit the like button in the corner there. If you're brand new here, the subscribe button is on the other side. Please get that hit, and if you're really feeling super kind and really want to support the channel, hit the notification bell as well so you get notified when I release brand new content, and hopefully that is something that you guys actually desire. That being said, let's actually go and get involved in the app and in the video. See you on the other side. What's going on again, guys? Welcome to the investment ISA portfolio. As you can see, it is sitting at £450 down currently and has a total value of £4,194. My insights haven't changed a great deal. I'm challenging Freetrade to keep up with the amount of colours that's in it, because I did add a fashion stock or a clothing stock, which is Nike, which you'll get to see in a little bit. And then the activity for the month is, so this is the fractional shares that I bought, which I won't cover too much. Some of these are already in my portfolio, so 3M and Caterpillar are. And I bought £10 worth of Alphabet, Tesla, JP Morgan, Qualcomm, Lockheed, £3.50 worth of Cisco, 10 of Johnson & Johnson, 10 of Colgate, 10 of Apple, and then reinvested that nice £4.26 dividend there from AT&T directly back into AT&T there, getting 0.17 shares in the process. And then my buys that you can see for April, for the very end of April, or should I say May, from repurposing money from one of my other investment accounts, is 1 share in AT&T, 1 share in Coca-Cola, 1 share in Nike, 1 share in Disney, and 1 share in Starbucks. I had some spare money left over from the end of last month that was already in my account, and I bought a share of Shell, 2 shares of Shell even, 28 shares of commercial property, and 1 share of BP. That being said, that was rather frustrating because Shell then went on to reduce their dividends from the 10% that it was, which was pretty unsustainable, to the 3.5% forward yield. And I expect BP to probably do the same in the next quarter. What's going on again, guys? Just wanted to get in here and just speak about the Shell shares that I bought. Unfortunately, slightly mistimed, but I'm actually not overly fussed about it because I know Shell is a great dividend payer and always endeavours to pay its dividends, and 3.5% going forward for a share that's only worth £14 isn't really bad at all in my opinion, because it's still got some growth potential. So I'm actually, even though the yield has come down, for the good of the company, that is actually a really good thing, and I believe that they'll bring the dividend back to a higher level in the future when the oil price picks up. That being said, I think BP won't be able to sustain its 10% dividend yield at the moment, and it'll probably follow Shell in the next quarter, but we will see. Who knows, they might think that they can get through it, but I would assume that I'm working on the assumption that they probably can't. But again, that won't stop me buying into them because I think they're still quite a strong company as well. and when the oil price picks back up again, they will certainly still benefit again and put the yield back up to probably where it should be. Also, as you will have seen there, I bought a Disney share, and then Disney announced that it was suspending its dividend about 5 days later as well. This is also to preserve cash and not to give off the wrong attitude with paying investors, but also having 120,000 furloughed employees or employees laid off. It doesn't give the right sort of attitude for a company to have. But it is only a dividend suspension. Most people expect it to be back before the end of the year, as long as the parks reopen. I'll talk more about this in the analysis of actually buying the stock in a completely separate video, so you'll have to tune in again for that, because I'm aware that these portfolio review videos are now getting quite long, and I want to try and keep them as compact as possible and to the point as best I can. That being said, let's get back in there, and I will conduct the review in as quick a time fashion as I can, and I'll probably skip out the shares that are worth less than £50, because the movements in them aren't too insignificant at the moment. That being said, let's get back in there. Hello again guys, right, let's get straight back into it. You've already seen the value. So without further ado, here we are. Boeing currently sitting at a value of £423 for 4 shares, down 42% or £312. Long-term play on Boeing, still not moving anywhere, still looking to average down my position. Next up, 3M, 3 shares, £366, 5% down, slight fractional share add there, 5% down or £20. Looking for these to come strong, coming through with all the masks that they're making for the health crisis. AbbVie, currently at £334 for 5 shares, up 1.5% or £4.92. Expecting a dividend from these guys in the month of May. AT&T, bought a share in this and bought a fractional share of reinvested dividends because they paid up their dividend. Currently worth £311 for 13.177 shares, down 18% or down £68. Coca-Cola, worth £256 for 7 shares, also bought again this month, currently down 9.61% or £27. PepsiCo and MasterCard are coming up. MasterCard first, £225 value for 1 share, 8.3% up or £17. Pepsi, worth £215 for 2 shares, 2.5% up or £5. IBM, 2 shares worth £195, 8% down at the moment or 17.23%. Expecting these guys to meander on their way and continue paying their nice healthy dividend. Next up is one of my biggest wins so far, Home Depot. So we have 1 share worth £188, currently 27.43% or £40 up. I bought these very much near the bottom of their dip. Next up is Visa, currently worth £147 for 1 share, 4.5% up or £6.45. Microsoft, quite another victory for the buying at the dip. Currently worth £147.66, 22% up or £26.70. Next up, McDonald's, £145 for 1 share, 3.36% down or £5.05. Shell, still massively walloped by the oil price crash, 11 shares worth £139 and down 36% or £78, and as you will have well known by now, has cut its dividend from a yield of 10% to a forward yield of 3.5. Still no reason not to buy these guys though, especially at the discounted price that you're getting right now. Caterpillar is next up at £98 for 1.1 shares, still 12% down or £13.50. Again, these guys are going to be down due to like the health crisis affecting the economies of the world, but will pick up once it finishes. BP struggling with the oil price crash, just the same as Shell. 30 shares are worth £95, down 28.38% or 37.68. Procter & Gamble, the dividend king, still going strong. I bought these at near the rough bottom of their dip as well. Worth £92, currently 5% up and £4.50. I don't think these guys have been negative since I bought them. Next up is Raytheon Technologies, widely to be believed to be the next dominant company in the defence sector. 2 shares worth £92. I bought 1 share of Raytheon, which turned into 2.3 shares. They're practically worth the same as my 1 share, and then I was refunded 0.3 shares because at that point Freetrade didn't offer fractional shares, and this was refunded cash in lieu to my account, and I had £17.50 allocated to me, which means I actually made a nice healthy 20 quid just off the merger. Very pleased with that. Next up is Disney, recently cut its dividend or suspended its dividend, as you well know. Currently worth £86.48 or 0.67% up or 58p. Most people expect the dividend the second dividend of the year to return, so it won't actually count as a cut for very long, and it will return at the same value that it currently is when it's more acceptable for them to pay. Next is UPS, benefiting from people being at home and providing delivery service. Currently worth £75, 1 share, 5.5% up or £3.91. Nike, another brand new add to my portfolio. Currently worth £72, 3.6% up or £2.50. Really glad to add these to my portfolio. Further stock split potential in the long term. I've got a proper analysis video coming out on the stocks that I bought, so you'll have to catch the analysis right there. Amex is next, currently worth £70.62p, 1.89% down or £1.36. Starbucks getting in there at worth £61 for 1 share, 1.47% up or 89p. Glad to have these finally in my portfolio. They've been on my watch list for a very long time. Got 70 shares in commercial property worth £44.66, currently 33% down or £22. There's rumours that these guys have cancelled their dividend. I haven't received it yet for the month of April, so that to me is ringing true by the look of it, but who knows. I've been on the internet and I can't find any confirmation that they've been cut, but neither can I prove that they've been paid because I haven't actually been paid. So if you do know anything about this, please let me know in the comments. Unilever next, £40.77 for 1 share, 5.62% down or £2.43. S&P Dividend Aristocrat, 15% down for the 1 share, worth £38.31 and £7 down. Rio Tinto recently paid its dividend of £1.77 for me, and I'm currently 1.69% up, which is 62p, and a value of £37. GSK also paid its dividend very recently. 2 shares currently worth £33.39 or 2.1% up, 71 pence up. Carnival, the bad boys of the portfolio. Not surprisingly, with the health crisis, I keep meaning to average this one down but haven't got round to it yet. 3 shares currently worth £28, 14p or 57% down or £37. And then as you can see, the last few are worth all around £10. So you got Eurostocks dividends, 1 share 33% down, worth £12. 6 shares of Legal and General worth £12, 23% down. And then we're into my fractional shares that I recently did a video on, and the link to this will be in the comment section below or the video description below, and there you can see that I've bought some of the most popular stocks out there fractionally. So you got Tesla, JP Morgan, Alphabet, Apple, Qualcomm, Colgate, Dividend Kings, left, right and centre, Johnson & Johnson, and you've got the S&P UK Div slotting in there, that's for a previous purchase, Lockheed Martin, HSBC, Balfour Beatty and Cisco, and a free share. If you want to sign up and get a free share worth £200, please hit me up in the comments below or contact me at Dividend Bloodhound Investing, and I'll give you a referral link, and you can sign up for £1 and you'll get a £200, up to £200, sorry, free share. That being said, that's the portfolio review complete. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you back in the outside world. What's going on again, guys? Welcome back to the real world, so to speak. I hope you enjoyed the portfolio review. If you've got any questions about what I've covered in that video, or any questions about any individual stocks, or anything about investing in general, please pop it in the comments section below, or contact me at Dividend Bloodhound Investing on Instagram. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I really appreciate it, and I really need the watch time right now. So if you have stuck around to the end, not many people do that, kudos to you, mega thumbs up, thank you very much. That being said, if you've stayed until the end and you haven't liked the video, that is quite surprising. Please get that like button smashed. It helps bring my content to far more people, and I can help more people. Again, if you've watched this long, you might as well hit that subscribe button now and ring the bell if you want to be notified of my future content, which I would assume, if you've watched well over 20 minutes of my video, that is something that you definitely might want to do. I will now catch you in the very next video. Bye bye.